There we go. Is it actually up? It's just black. There we go. Okay. I'm live again. Okay, where were we? His eyeball. Okay, we meet here, and then we go down to pretty close to the nose. And when we curl up, slightly like that, and this part goes straight up. And his eye doesn't come too close to his eyebrow, but we'll go like there. That's a good eye if I've ever seen one. Okay, and then we'll just do a little bit of this. And then he's got a little bit of that. Beautiful. Look at it go. Alright, let's give him his little sideburns. And they will come down from right about here. And then they kind of swoop. Kind of like that. And then he's got the back side of it, which we're going to say is like right here. It goes down, kind of out more at an angle. Let's go out. Kind of like that, although I don't like the way that looks. So I think it needs to look more like that. I think that's much better. I don't know if it's the right length, though. It might need to reach down a little more. Maybe be a little skinnier. More like that. This canvas stuff, it's really weird because it's so bumpy to draw on. But it's like solid. I like it. Let's give Mario his little jowl that he has in this particular picture. Which kind of comes down like this. And then his chin kind of sprouts out off of that. Like this, because in this picture he's kind of yelling. His ear also kind of comes out right here. And he's got some massive round ears, so they kind of go up. It might be too big. Maybe something more like that. And that's going to come down into his arm, because he's kind of doing this motion. Ooh, wow, I scraped myself. Ouch. That doesn't look fun. Say about my own injury. Okay, and he's got this outer ring to his ear. And that kind of curls down in. A little like that. Let's get the M done on his hat. A little lower. We're going to make this a little more ovular. kind of good. It's alright. Okay. So the back bump of his hat kind of comes out partway through his ear. Like right there. And it goes pretty straight up and does a little bump. Except I think it leans in more, so we're gonna kind of like that, and then it swoops down in, kind of like that. Yeah, I think I want the point to be a little more dramatic coming in right here. So we will erase a little bit of this. And I want the point to be here. But I want my arch to be up here. See, that's kind of good, but this point is too high. It's too sharp. So we are gonna smooth that out a bit, because it still needs to come up, but it needs to come down and around like that. I think that looks a lot better. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and get his mouth rolling here. So the side of his mouth kind of comes out here. And it goes actually up under his mustache. Just particularly under this bump. So then you're going to come out. From there. And it extends to about here, and then starts curving down to right about there. And then he got a pretty straight line going down there. And then this part kind of curves like that. Cool. He's got a little bit of a lip here. So that lip kind of goes from here to about here. Like that. And then he's got his tongue and some teeth. So let's throw them in. His teeth go like this, and they kind of have an arch. And they honestly, they even curve around, which is going to be hard for me to do. Kind of like that. And then his tongue, just kind of like that. Nothing too dramatic, but it's pretty good so far. My hand goes numb for some reason. Every time I do drawings and paintings, I gotta get it out and move it. Get the blood flowing again. This is coming together pretty well. His cheek kind of comes out here just a little. And then that collides with his overalls, which they come down into his chin. So we're going to call it that, and then I'm going to continue his chin like that. I think that's pretty good. I didn't need that line that far. In fact, he's actually got a button, one of his gold yellow buttons, coming up right around this area, but I'm going to wait for that because I'm not ready. I'm not mentally prepared for that yet. But he's also got his other overall strap coming out right about here. And that goes down a little bit. Okay, what's next? Where should I go? I can do the rest of his. I could do his shoulder here. So this overall kind of comes up and curls a bit. Right about there, that's the end of his overall. And that kind of comes to a point and then curls down to here, and then this widens up. That's a bit too far down. It needs to go right about here, but that's okay. And then his shoulder comes up out of this mess. Kind of goes this way. And it connects with his forearm right about there. Yeah. And then his forearm is kind of like that. A little longer, I think, but something like that. What do I like? Looking good so far. Anything you do better than a stick figure will be better than what I could ever do. Well, thank you. I could probably put the picture up on screen of what I'm trying to draw, actually. That would be a good idea. Let's do a window capture. That's not the one I wanted. Cool. There we go. Not much, Riley. How you doing? Excuse me. One thing I'm kind of feeling is I feel like I should have extended the eye a little closer to the mustache here. But I don't know. Guess I'll fix it. I think that looks a little better. I wish my camera quality was better on this. Here, maybe I can lift this just to show how it looks. It's alright. Do you call that an eraser? Weird question. Just, yeah, I call it an eraser. Are you from somewhere more British-y? Actually, that helps me because I don't have to look over to compare my picture. I can keep my picture right here. From Australia, okay. I figured it was either like Australia or I don't know. I don't know what you call that, the UK? Britain, something. And no, we do not ride kangaroos. Well, maybe not all of you, but I'm sure somebody does. If there's a will, there's a way. Actually, I'm sure that would be quite dangerous. Okay. So this makes up his thumb here. So that's kind of his thumb. That's his thumb. There you go. Isn't it a gorgeous thumb? We need a time lapse of this at the end when you're finished. Oh, sure. I could probably do that. I want to get the line art done. And then, that's the best thumb I've ever seen. Thank you. I want to get the line art done, and then I can paint it, and then I'll probably touch the line art up with like a fine point Sharpie or something. I don't remember if this got cut out of the other at the beginning of the stream, but here's the Wario painting I did. I found the images online, and then I just kind of copied them from site. But I figured I'd show that off a little bit. Too harsh. I liked the direction my first line was going. See, it kind of goes up at an angle and comes to a point right about here. Let's round that off. Kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. And then the back of his hand comes down kind of this way. Oh boy, okay. He's got a little bit of a lip on his glove that I'm going to draw here. New subscriber, hey, thanks for subscribing. Okay, I'm a little nervous, so this needs to connect. Kind of like that. Yeah. And then this is just going to come down and out. And connect like that. It's pretty good. I want to smooth this edge out. Like that. That looks better. Alright, let's get some finger detail going on here, I guess. So we got like right here, going up, and we got that knuckle. Kind of right there. And then this is kind of another knuckle. That one kind of comes up at the end of the thumb. We're going to do the same type of deal here. Going right there. And then that's one finger, two finger, three. And we need the pinky to come out of this mess somewhere. We'll call this the beginning of the pinky. I'm liking it. Cool, cool. We'll do a little bit of a like that. And we'll call that the hand. How's that look? It's okay. It's not the best hand in the world, but I think it's acceptable. Okay, then his sleeve comes out at like this part. And it doesn't go straight down, so I'm going to fix that. We're going to curve out a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to curve from like right here out, down, and the elbow needs to go a bit lower. So we'll bring the elbow like right there. And that's when we'll start to curve it in. Kind of like that. And then his overalls will kind of pick up around here. It's a better hand than what I could do, but to be honest, like I said earlier, that is a very high bar. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, then we got his thickness right here. Kind of like that, yeah. Yep, that's what you get right there. Alright, and this is kind of like where his sleeve combines with the rest of him. And we will connect this here. I actually don't think this is at a harsh enough angle. I think this needs to come out more like here. Something like that. So that's what I'm going to do. And this way I can bring this down more, because I think he's got more of a slope on his bits right here. Well, more like this, I think. Cool. However, I also think that this line needs to be closer to here. Somewhere like here. So maybe that's where my problem originated. Touch that up. It's all trial and error. This is a fun, cool little stream. Thank you. I'm better at writing novels. Oh, that's cool. Do you have any published? Anywhere? Like even on just Amazon? Just out of curiosity. let's get this button. Cool. There's this button. Now you'll be looking into it in the near future. Cool, cool. Very neat. Sorry, I saw some messages. My one group chat. Okay. I don't like how pointy that is. I don't think it looks that pointy in the picture. More gumdroppy. I don't even think it's that pointy. I'll leave it. I don't want to nitpick at it too much. Okay, then our strap kind of continues down from here. And then comes to a point. And then it kind of meets that point back behind the knee. But I'll draw it lightly for now. There we go. Cool, cool. Your drawing will look better than the internet version. Or whatever you call it. Wow. Well, thank you. Flattering. 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 Okay, so this is a little bit of a stub right there. And then this connects up into this strap, which I'm going to draw right about there. Okay. And so that's a shirt area, which I honestly think that needs to be more harsh of an angle. Like that. I think that looks better. Okay, then we are going to bring this down like that. And then he's got his other button. Like right there. Look at that. There we go. And then from this point down, he's got his little tummy. And then that kind of curls into his body. Like that. And then his leg kind of comes out right. But he's, you know, he's frickin' Mario. He's been jumping his whole life. So he's got that beefy leg with a kind of a point in the muscle right there, yeah? Mm-hmm. And then his knee. Yeah, they made his knee really bony. So you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. Well, I'll get... You should had for the first half drawing fun and the second half painting fun. Okay, that's fair. I'll probably do that in the future. We're going to do all of the Super Smash Brothers characters. So this is going to be on... Excuse me. This is going to be ongoing, so I will do that in the future. I'll do drawing funds and then painting funds. And I'll probably put the character name in there. I'll go back and edit this one. I'll go change the title. How about that? Is that good? Okay, I think I drew his knee at too high an angle, or his leg. So I'm going to bring it from here, and I'm going to bring it down pretty straight But then I'm going to go a harsh line right about here, down. And that's where his kneecap is. And that kind of goes like that. And then it kind of softly curls out and goes this way. That's too long. But that's okay. We will work on that. That's too skinny of a leg, I think. Because this bit of his leg goes up and meets about the point of his button to the knee point. And then it goes up like that. I think that's good. That's our line. Message retracted. Oof. Fat long leg. Yes. So I think that's our line. We're going to keep that line. I might keep this. Maybe that's not too long. If I curl it a little, I think that'll work. Cool. Erase some of this where I was dragging my hand. Okay, then from this point, he's got a little bump right here, a little fold in his jeans. And that curves around, actually, and connects all the way back up into this. So we're going to go from, like, right here. And go like that. And then his shoe is going to be coming out of, like, this point. And that kind of curls down. And then goes straight for a while. Like that. And then this part of the shoe. Like that. There you go. And that's how you do Mario's leg. I'll erase my hand. Okay, he's got, whoops. He's got one more arm to do and one more leg to do. He's a little lopsided, but hopefully his mismatched arm and leg will give him some balance when he tries to walk. This pencil sharpener is not doing a great job. Come on. You've been a Luigi guy. Did you play Luigi's Mansion 3? Or any of the other Luigi's Mansions, for that matter? I really enjoyed Luigi's Mansion 3. Welcome, Angry Goose. Why, out of curiosity, Angry Goose, are you so angry? Okay, so his knee is right around this area here. It just cuts this off a little bit. And then comes down. Because we can see the point. Comes down like that. And then he's got a lip on the edge of his pants, as we know from our earlier pant. And then his shoe connects with that. Right like that. And then we gotta drill the sole of his shoe here at some point. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's get the rest of the leg and knee done. So this comes from here, and it does wrap up and peek right into this area, and it goes back down. Like that. See, now the problem I'm seeing here is that this is too squished. He needs a wider knee. So what can I do about that? Let's see. I think I may have just made it arc too high. So we can try to fix that. So we are going to bring the knee here. We're going to keep it lower this time. Like that. Kind of like that. I think that looks better. Let's then go. So this comes down partway into his rump. So I think we need to round him out a little here. Because Mario, like I was saying, he's been jumping his whole life since his first game he was featured in. So he's got those glutes really worked up. Because he is just a powerhouse when it comes to that. He never skips leg day. Okay, because wait, what? Yeah, I've played 2 and 3. Okay, nice. Hungry Goose. Because what? Because what does that mean? E for existential crisis? E. What do you need E? Okay. Oh gosh, okay. Let's do the top of his shoe / bottom of his pant loop. So I'm thinking this is kind of a good, it needs to end like here. And then his shoe curves. Bringing this all together is the hard part. I'll say that much. Okay, but then he's got his, his pant leg. Kind of comes up and cuts in like that. And then his, this comes into here. However, we're going to want to do this a little harsher, so more like that. Because his pant leg is going to be pretty visible the whole way around. I'm going to lighten up on that, though. So we're going to bring this in. Do a little bit of that. Cool. Actually, I want to bring this down at more of an angle because it almost carries into that. So something like that. Okay, and then we will touch up his shoe here. Just like that. Look at that. Beautiful. Meant to be because? Probably. Okay. Did he leave? Angry Goose. Oh, you didn't mean to put an E at the end. Okay. I'm trying to decide whether his shoe needs to come down a little more. I think it might. So we will bring this down to like right there. And then he's got a little bump off of his shoe for the bottom of his, like, sole. And this kind of continues his shoe. And it goes down and up, like right here. And then his heel kind of starts right here. And so this, actually, we need to bring this down a little more, because this is a kind of like that. But this, I think, needs to be a little more different. Because we still have this lip of his shoe to complete. And it just doesn't quite look right. So let's do this. We'll put the heel of his shoe right about there. And then it loops. This is just looking weird to me. I think it's all these bumps. So I think what I have to do here is I need this to be all one solid swoop like that. Because that's kind of how it looks. It kind of just wraps around up onto about here. Kind of like that. And then this part kind of just comes in and curves down a bit. And same with this. I think that looks a lot better. A lot more natural. I'm still dealing with this. I think it's my angling. So I think I need to bring this up. Kind of like, kind of like that. I feel like his heel is still a bit too big. But I don't know. Have you played Among Us? No, not yet. I don't know. As I age, it feels harder for me to get into trendy games. Which I hate saying, but it's the truth. No, don't like that. Close, but it's still not right. There, that's it. I'm happy with that. I'm no longer happy with it, but that's okay. I think this shoe needs to be more bulbous, like that, kind of. Kind of like that. I'm a little more happy with that. So I'll leave it before I start nitpicking too hard. Okay. I played it a while back and it wasn't that good, but revisited it, and there has been a lot of updates since I last played, so I've played it some more. Oh, nice. How long has it been out? Is it new? Like, really, really new? Or was it kind of like, I don't know. Was it, like, really recent? Or did it just blow up right now in popularity? Excuse me. Like, it's been around a while, but now all of a sudden, boom, it's really popular now. Don't like that. A little wider. He's Mario. Like I said, he's a thick boy. Okay. Turning out well. Played it late 2018. Oh, so it has been. Okay, wow. Cool, okay. Neat stuff. Sorry if I get quiet. Okay, we'll bring this thumb around here. Curl it in, and we will kind of do that with this thumb. Actually, I think that's a bit short, so I'm going to bring it in more like that. How's Australia this time of year? I'll make my way to Australia sometime. I think it'd be fun to go visit there. Animal Crossing was released all the way back in March of this year. Yeah, right? Animal Crossing was so fun, though. Oh my gosh. I was playing Animal Crossing last night, and this morning actually too. Really good game. Thing I just find the most dull about it is the characters. I just cannot bring myself to care about them. It's an okay hand. I hate drawing hands, so I'll give myself a pass. Aren't I so generous? Cool, there it is. It's 1 a.m. for me. Oh, wow. We're in stage 4 restrictions, which we can only go 5 kilometers from our house, and I have virtual learning. Oh, wow. Oh, I need to read the earlier message first. That's a good idea. It's been alright, but currently in Vic, which is the southeast state of Australia. Huh, okay. Interesting. I don't know if I want to do the fire. I'm kind of leaning no, to be honest. To be blunt. Vic is short for Vic. Oh. It got retracted. That's okay. Yeah, it's like 10:46 a.m. right now. Victoria. Okay. Oh, you spelled it wrong. Okay. My hands are hurting. Okay. I think I might leave it. I just don't want to mess with perfection. And I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. So, I might go fetch some paint. I don't know whether to continue forward with this or kind of just pause it and pick it up a different day. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out really well here. I mean, obviously you guys can see a direct side-by-side right there. I don't think it's perfect, but it's pretty good, I would say. Yeah. You're not wrong. That is an 11 out of 10 for me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm just trying to decide what to do here. Should I paint now? All I would need is red, blue, white, black, and brown. Red, blue, black, white, and brown. Which I have all the colors. I don't think I'm going to try to go into all the detail that they do, like the shading and stuff. I might just go for a pretty clean line, like cell shade type look, kind of like this. Like I didn't do any shading on Wario. It was all very clean paint, like colors, bold colors, and I think I like the way that looks. Paint now? Okay. I will not end the stream then. I will just go grab some paint and some painting supplies. I will be right back. You guys can gawk at my... Gawk's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Okay, I am done with the pencil though. Can go back in the drawing kit. And the eraser, okay. I will be back momentarily. Alexa, living room lights off.
Okay.
Cool, okay, I'm back. Oh gosh, my favorite third-person shooter. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. List some examples. I'm trying to think of third-person shooter games that I can... Oh shoot, I forgot my thing to mix paints. I will be right back again. The Last of Us, GTA, Uncharted. I'm thinking blue. Resident Evil. Oh gosh. Part of me wants to say like GTA, but I'm really not that big a fan of GTA. To be blunt. Wow, I don't know. I'll say The Last of Us. I did really enjoy that game. I thought it was really fun. So I got a few different blues here. It's upside down for you too. Gosh. I got Cobalt Hue, which is dark. And then I got a bright blue, which is bright. Which I'm just kind of having trouble imagining it. I think I'm going to go with the bright. Yeah, I do. I heard the reviews are not good. That's not keeping me from playing it. It is, however, keeping me from buying it. I'm going to mix a bit of the dark blue in. I think the light is a little too light. Here goes. I'm going to leave a bit of the painting for my wife to do. She really wants to do it. So I'm just pretty much only going to do blue. I played it, story is alright, the ending is controversial, but the gameplay and graphics are honestly one of the best games. Oh, good to hear. Yeah, I just hear so much of the negatives that it's hard to know if the whole game is garbage or if it's actually worth a play. You know what I mean? Okay. Whoo boy. Okay. Easy does it. Cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. If you're looking at it story-wise, is iffy, but if you're looking at graphics and gameplay-wise, it's easily a game to look out for, especially when it goes on sale. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on it, maybe around Black Friday or something. Don't want to mess up the masterpiece of drawing. That is better than Da Vinci could ever do. Oh boy. Don't think so, but thank you. Quite confident that Da Vinci was quite a better painter. Da Vinci. Try to make sure it's on screen. Sorry. I know I brought it down out of view for a bit. trying to leave the lines untouched so that way I can just fill them in with black Sharpie or a paint pen maybe. I need a finer paintbrush. Highly doubt it. He couldn't draw Mario if he doesn't know what he looks like. I guess that's true. So in one sense, yes, I can draw a better Mario than Da Vinci ever did. However, is that something to be necessarily proud of? I'm not quite sure. Not positive on that, but... There it is. That is the blue. Gorgeous. Beautiful. What a work of art. I'm actually going to do a line here that I missed. I want to do a light line like right here. Just to add a little more. Yes, be proud, even of the littlest things. So thank you. I'm thinking I want to do a second coat on the blue to make it more of a solid color. I don't want it to be patchy looking. I might go over that here. Okay. It's getting there. Okay, to lay it on a little thicker. Just so there's no white showing through. Although I probably should have. The smart idea would have been to let it dry completely. Whoever said I was smart, though? I surely didn't. I Shirley Temple. Is that a good joke? 10 out of 10? Yeah? It wasn't, for the record. It gets really light over here. As you can see, this looks a lot more solid now. Cool. There we go. Oh, you know what? I did miss something. Okay, that is all of the blue, I think. Oh my. Excuse me. Alright, ladies and gents. That is going to be all for today. But thank you for watching. Thank you if you subscribed. It's really nice of you to do that. Thank you. Anyway, I will see you all again next time, I'm sure.